everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do my May monthly project life today. So here are the photos all printed out. I need a title card, a journaling card, another journaling card, and I think a filler card down there. So I've picked out 3 project life cards from my stash. I've picked out some stamp sets that I'd like to use. Some are Citrus Twist, and there's a Freckled Fawn one there. And then I'm going to be using the Jen Hadfield Reaching Out collection, which I'd forgotten I bought and found in my stash. So I've got the 6x8 paper pad. I've got some 12x12 papers as well, but I'm going to use the 6x8 paper pad and some of the stickers. And I love this paper, which has got lots of word phrases on it, so I want to use that. And a couple of other sheets as well. This one I like with the flowers on, so I'm going to use that. And then I need one more for going behind the photograph of my husband and daughter when we went on our walk. And I forgot that I would also need one for the filler card, but I find something for that. So the first thing I need to do is cut down the Project Life cards, as I'm using a baseball card protector, page protector, in my 8.5 by 11 album, and obviously the pockets aren't actually 3x4 size. They're a little bit smaller than that. So cutting down the cards which I've chosen so that they will fit into my pockets. Once I've done that, I just checked them for size and then took all my bits out of the page protector to work on them more easily. Some of the photos I'm using here, I've just printed out at just smaller than 3x4, just as plain photos. Others I've printed out from my Collect Photo app, and so they've got a little bit of journaling on the bottom. So first thing I'm making here is my title card. I found the letter stickers were in my stash there from Citrus Twist kit a while back, and then I just popped on this little house sticker which I liked. Felt it still needed something more, so I had a look through the paper pad. Nothing grabbed me there. So I thought it was time to look at the stamps, and I liked this one here which said Details, priming it with my rubber and then using some Catherine Pooler ink in Bellini, just checking that it stamps okay and popping that on. Moving on, I noticed that the May wasn't in quite the right position, so I moved that down, and then I'm moving down to the centre bottom card. This is 2 pictures of some blue tip fledglings which we found in our garden. We've got a nest box and they'd fledged. One of them was ready to fledge and had bright eyes and was hopping around and flying around. The other one couldn't fly, could hardly stand. I think it may have been pushed out of the nest box. That's the one in my daughter's hands, and unfortunately that one died. But I wanted to record that, so I dug into my stash and found some labels. Actually, they're ones I downloaded digital files from Nicole Jones, and printed those out and then cut them all out. So just doing a little bit of journaling there about the birds. Next thing I wanted to do was do a bit more stamping in that Bellini ink. These little asterisks I thought looked a bit like the flowers in the bottom card, so I thought they'd be a good shape to use on this layout. Didn't show on that top left of that picture because it was dark, so did a third one because I wanted the 3 on the bottom right. Next, I'm sticking down one of the little word phrases that I cut out, and that one says "You go girl." That's on the photograph of my daughter having her vaccination. And then the other one underneath the one of my mum and my daughter says "Let's get together." Top right photo, a little label, just saying that, oh, it actually says Penny spent a happy few hours planting up her vegetable containers. She's got a little garden growing, a vegetable garden growing in our garden this year. A bit more stamping. I'm enjoying my stamping in this project life. One that says happy. Again, I use the Bellini ink throughout, that Catherine Pooler Bellini ink. Really like that one. A few more asterisks on the photograph of my mum and my daughter, and then having a look at what I wanted to do next. I wanted to do journaling, didn't make you sit and watch me do that, so wrote all the journaling and then put a sticker underneath from the Jen Hadfield collection, which is like a safety pin, and it says yay, just to make it a little bit more interesting, and then did doodly board around the edge. Had this packet of stars which I really wanted to use up because there weren't that many left, so decided to dot them around. I've got them in 3 places there, with a few left over to use on the other page. Another one of those little word stickers. This one says "You're the best," and that's a photo of my mum holding some fabric that she was helping me to choose to make some trousers. And then a few more stickers. That bee was facing the wrong way. I didn't want that one, so I chose the one that was facing into it. So that's the left-hand side done, and now moving over to the right-hand side. So again, first thing I did was to get out all the photos from the page protector, and then found the Project Life card I wanted to use. And then this photograph I'd cut a bit small, there was space around it, but I managed to cut the backing piece of paper too small as well. So I had to do a little bit of finagling and managed to make a border for it just by cutting and sticking little strips of the paper. It just wobbled about in the page protector a bit too much. So having done that, I then got my little trimmer and cut it down to size so that it's got a very slim border around it, but it just looks better overall. Moving on, the next thing I decided to do was some more stamping. This on a photograph. Husband and I went to Southwold to celebrate our wedding anniversary in May, and it was blowing a gale. So I just stamped "Loving This" underneath there. And then this is a photograph of my son with his dog Paddington. It's a Leonberger, absolutely huge dog. And they came to visit us for my daughter's birthday, he and his fiancée Amy, and they brought padders. So that just says Ben and Amy came to visit for Penny's birthday and brought padders with them. So I also stamped on the top of that "Gathering Together," which I thought was appropriate for that one. This is a photograph of my mum sitting in our back garden. She came to stay for a few nights and the weather was lovely. And so we spent time in the garden. She's a real sun worshipper, as am I. So she enjoyed sitting in the garden and doing her crossword. Another bit of stamping underneath the photo. It was taken actually on our wedding anniversary. And that one says "You've always been there for me," which I thought was absolutely perfect. Been married for 34 years and together for 36, which is an awfully long time. So the next one I wanted to do was this photograph of my daughter and my husband. We went for a walk in the park. We've got a lovely park local to us, which has got a little wooded area, children's play area, and lots of fields to walk around. And we like to walk out, and it's literally a 10-minute walk from our house, which is really nice. In fact, my daughter and I go out there about 3 or 4 times a week for a nice walk around. Having done that, I looked at my little word stickers and I chose this one for the top photo, which says "Remember," and then another one to go on the one of my son with padders, and that says "Hello." And then I thought I'd use that other bee and stuck that on the photo of the walk in the park, and also a word strip that says "The Best." A bit more stamping. That one says "Happy Things" on my certificates from Slimming World, and "You Go Girl" on there as well. So I'm doing quite well. Top left-hand card, I did my journaling, a bit of a doodly border, and a sticker from the Jen Hadfield sheet again, this time little caterpillar, which I thought was fun. And then in that little banner bit at the top, I stamped the word highlights. Underneath this photo, I've stamped "Through Thick and Thin." We were on our way to a friend's mother's funeral, but we stopped off at some National Trust gardens for a picnic. Sad day, but we actually had quite a nice time. It was nice to actually see our friends whom we haven't seen, obviously, through lockdown. Creating a little filler card at the bottom here. Use some of the flowery paper to tie it in, and that blue dotty paper, which I like, which is also behind the photograph next to it. A house sticker, and used some of those blue stars again. Having a look through the sticker pack, and decided to put a little bit of gold on this one to match up with the gold on the photo on the other side where it's the photo of my mum. Moved that little star up to the top left, one either side of the caterpillar. A few more stickers from the sheet, couple of nice shiny hearts, and looking to see if there was any more words, phrases from this sheet that I wanted to use. I wanted one more on that middle photo, and I found one that says "Enjoy today," which I thought was perfect because Mum was enjoying that day. So the last thing I'm going to do here is just stamp some asterisks on 3 of the cards, top left, middle right and bottom left, just to give me the little set of 3 and to match with the left hand side, and then draw a doodly border around the bottom right filler card. Hope you're enjoying my videos. I'm enjoying making them. If you are enjoying, please hit that subscribe button, and I will be back again soon with a 12 by 12 layout. So there we are, just about finished, all done. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.